How did you end up opening for Jay Leno?
And we roasted his ass. A couple days go by. So I get a call from a blocked number. It's like, hey, how you doing? It's Jay. You know, he's talking super late. He's like, yo, man, you're really funny. I saw the podcast. It was great. Thanks for keeping me relevant.
How is it working from home? Is that where you get creative and do all these fucking dope ass skits?
100%. But I'll jot down, like, I get an idea and I'll write it down like, this will be funny. And then we'll get to the shoot and we'll like freestyle it and, you know, punch it up and stuff like that. But a lot of the ideas and stuff come right from the house. Like, we shoot the podcast right out of the house.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
So then, you do comedy, but then you still have your job.
Yes.
But do you work from home?
Yes.
So then, how do you call out? If you're at home...
Oh, easy. Something with, like, the Wi-Fi went down.
That's wild.
The Wi-Fi goes down.
But they can't really... Okay.
Electricity went out.
But people that work from home, like, you could just be like, I'm technically at work, but you're not really working. Or is it... Or do they monitor through the computers or some shit like that?
I would never do that.
There you go.
I would never do that.
I'm low-key asking him to snitch on himself. You know what? Fuck that. This kind of sounds like that other podcast. Don't answer that question. I'm over here like, man, that would be pretty dope because I would be doing shit like that. Like, yeah, I don't need to call out. I'm just working.
I would never do such a thing.
So you're originally not from L.A.?
I'm from D.C. I lived in Maryland for 12 years after that. But yeah, the first 12 years of my life was on Bowling Air Force Base in Washington, D.C.
And what made you come to L.A.?
Well, when you live in D.C., the only thing around there is government jobs. And after doing one government job, I was like, yeah, let me tell some jokes because this shit ain't it.
Hey, the AC. What's it called, JT? The AC, I forgot to turn it on. Dog. But isn't it completely different? Like LA from DC?
Oh, it's a huge difference. So, like, for starters, people out here really don't seem to give a damn about politics. They don't care at all. They'll just let the government fuck their whole life up and everything's just cool. Like in DC, like that's the lifeblood. Like you go into the bar and CNN and Fox is on in the bar in DC.
Dang.
Yeah.
So everybody's involved in shit that really matters. You know what I mean? Not shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're out here doing dumb shit.
Because so then a whole lot of dumb shit.
A whole lot of dumb shit, yeah.
It's shit that don't make sense out here, bro.
Oh, facts. I don't know how deep you want to go with this because there's a lot of shit that don't make sense.
Oh, we go, bro.
I can dive in on.
Fuck, I'll dive in with you, dog.
Yeah, they got these boys that identify as girls that look like boys still.
That's crazy.
See, now that's crazy. See, he said he was gonna dive in. That's crazy.
Check this out, though. Now that you bring up boys and girls that look like, anyways, men should never be competing against women.
Yeah,
in any type of
that's
sport.
A no-brainer.
But see, that's just logic, bro.
And see that's why you lose people because out here in LA, people live in make believe, so they think that they can just apply their feelings to real life, and we're supposed to just be okay with that.
But you know what's crazy? Is that motherfuckers really want to argue with me and try to justify that is okay. How is that okay? A man is stronger than a female.
A man is stronger than a female, got denser bones than a female. Arguably smarter. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's a female in the room. That's why I said that to piss her off. Y'all can't see her.
She's out. Hell no.
Oh, hell no. I'm not recording.
She was agreeing with everything, but she's like, you got to be fucked up, bro. We're smarter. I don't know. They might be smarter, though, but
they definitely got us beat.
We're physically stronger.
Yeah, we have no business competing against them. And, like, it's wild that we've gotten so far away from logic that people are arguing things that just don't make any sense. Like, and then, like, one thing that I really like about this whole trans LGBT thing, because, like, I don't mind if you're gay, I don't mind if you're trans. That's your thing. Do what feels right to you. But, like, I don't think we should get kids involved. Like, it's a no brainer not to put that on little children.
Exactly.
And they try to say stuff like children's brains aren't susceptible to outward influences. But let's say I had a kid and you had a kid and we lived in the same house and you only speak Spanish and I only speak English. And every time I speak to both of our children, I'm speaking English. Every time you speak, you're speaking Spanish. Within 5 years, they're going to pick up both languages and be able to speak fluently in between the two of us. How can you have that happen and say that this child isn't malleable in their brain. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point.
Chock full of them.
But I just think it's just logic, though, right?
Yeah.
And then this is
Comedy's gotten to a space.
I get a lot of shit when I talk about this type of stuff, but
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I'm arguing with some fucking morons.
Yeah.
And that's why I just don't touch it. You know, I'm like, all right, bro, this is crazy. You're trying to argue these points. They're not valid points, you know. And to touch on the kids, like,
Pause.
no,
That's crazy.
pause.
That's crazy.
To go back on
No Diddy.
no Diddy. To go back on the kid subject, I was like, bro, that should not be put. That agenda should not be pushed on children, bro.
100% not.
And it's just, but
And like
I guess.
I didn't get as outspoken about that until my sister had kids, because then now it's like, all right, well now I got a dog in the fight, and I don't want that indoctrination or those ideas to be pressed on them, and then like 10, 20, 30 years later they're like, because like what people don't want to talk about, and this is dark, so we don't have to go too deep in it, is like the high suicide rate for people that transition, like wanting to detransition. Like they get stuck in this place where they're like, man, I really fucked my life up. I can't have kids. I can't experience, orgasm sometimes, stuff like that. And I don't want that pushed on my kids or on my nieces and nephews, because I was too afraid that people on the internet were going to say mean things to me. It's like, fuck them.
yeah,
That's really what it is.
yeah. How do we protect our children though? Like, okay, well, first I'm gonna let you answer that.
How do we
And
protect
then-
our children from ideology?
From that,
Especially,
in California.
oh yeah,
Because this is wild here.
it's just crazy.
People don't understand.
And that's the thing, because a lot of people back home are like, especially like people like in the South or whatever, because they hear that you're black and that you're against certain things, and they think automatically you should be on my side because we share the same skin color. It's like we 100% do, but I also see what this ideology and these policies are going to lead to, because I live here and I'm trying to protect you from having to deal with what the hell we got to go through every day. And how you protect kids from that is like, well, it starts in the household. You got to monitor what they're watching. Like my cousin told me my cousin's in the military. He was stationed in Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. And he was telling me about his son was watching YouTube. And on the side, it was just an ad. And it was like, am I gay? Take this quiz. Am I gay? Take this quiz. And he's like, why are you posing that question to him? Because even though he's not like paying attention to it, subconsciously he's reading that. Now you're getting him to ask himself that question. So like you got to monitor everything.
The psychology behind some of shit like that is shit that's in the movies.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, these kids are, because they're kids, they're going to question
They're
it,
taking
right?
everything in.
They're going to
Kids are
soak it all
sponges.
in.
They take it all in.
So
yeah.
I was watching Spider-Man, bro, with my 2-year-old.
Yeah.
And it's like it's on Disney. And I see some shit that me and my wife looked at each other. It was a girl that identified as a boy or something like that.
Yeah.
Why is that on on a fucking, I think it's for like from 3 to 10
Yeah.
ages.
It's on there to push an agenda, because the thing is, with every transition, when a kid makes a transition, for every person that transitions, these big corporates, corporate medias, not media, corporate entities, but I'm thinking healthcare. They make $1.7 million per child that transitions, and that's a customer for life. So that's what, it's all money that they're pushing this on for us. That's why they're doing that,
Bro, what parent would be okay with allowing their child to transition?
Hollywood actors.
How fucked up
Because-
do you have to be? Like on some real shit. Like
How many of these Hollywood actors have 3 or 4 kids that are trans? Like, does that magically happen? Like, there's a handful. Like, you got like 4 kids and all of them are trans. It's like, I feel like we should be looking at what you're doing inside of that house.
So you think that in Hollywood there's some dark shit?
Oh yeah,
That's-
man.
That
There's-
shit that is like, I mean, of course some people don't talk about it because they,
Well, people want to be in, but I feel like also on the other hand, Hollywood's dying. So like Hollywood's losing its influence. So like now YouTube is the new Hollywood. So like what we're doing here is getting more views than these new movies that they're putting out in theaters. Like Snow White just flopped.
low key I get gang of views.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro, you're doing your thing.
But we're speaking truth.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of truth, and I think people are starting to wake up.
People are starving for truth right now because
Yeah.
like you're getting lied to by the media. You're getting lied to everywhere you turn. So like that's why people are coming to places like this podcast and like Joe Rogan and my podcast and stuff like that. People want to hear what they actually feel is true because there's only so far you're allowed to push people before they're like, all right, I'm tuning out.
Because this shit is getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people are really like, all right, is this a little bit too much?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're in search of like, all right, yeah, I don't know. This doesn't sound right.
Yeah, because
And
you get the sensationalization of the media. Everything is the sky is falling. The sky is falling. This is the end of the world. This is the biggest scandal we've ever seen. And a lot of the times that's just for shock value to get people to watch. Mm-hmm. And you see that, and then you can even see it in like people like Don Lemon. Like he CNN did him crazy dirty. He got fired for just being himself, I guess. He got fired. And then he goes on to his own platform and he's still doing the same type of gotcha politics thing that he was doing on CNN. It's like, dude, if you would have taken that moment to be yourself, he would have been a hero, especially for the left. But he decided, I'm going to keep doing the same bullshit I've been on.
yeah, well, that's a great point. Now that Trump is in office, I think I had told JT, like, you think shit's bad? Wait till he takes office again and watch all this fear mongering and all this. For all we're gonna hear is just fucking the world is ending and fuck Trump and it's gonna get worse.
Well,
I said, the moment this guy takes office.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Trump, so he's right now technically he's limited by 2 terms, but they're clearly, obviously working on a way to get to 2028 and have Trump run again. He's selling Trump 2028 hats for merch and shit. So
What do you think about that?
Okay, this is a lot. This is a lot to unpack here because it starts to get dangerous when you start like upending the norms of like, you know, a 2-term presidency. But I personally feel like we shouldn't limit the president's terms. We should be limiting Congress's terms because Congress is the one that screwed us over years and years ago. They threw us out like George Carlin said this. They threw us out back in the 70s to these large corporations, and now we're always blaming the guy in the office, but he can only do so much. But like, how is Nancy Pelosi worth $120 million off of $120,000 a year salary? Like, how many years would she have to work for that to actually be her real income? And she's better at predicting the stock market than Warren Buffett? No, she needs a term limit. So like, personally, I feel like if there's not a better candidate for Trump, he's probably going to end up back in the office again. But then whose fault is that? Because the Democrats have nobody to offer. Like, I don't know if you saw when Obama and Trump sat down at Jimmy Carter's funeral, but they had a lip reader come in and like read that because they looked like super happy. And the first thing Obama said to Trump was like, I knew you'd win. So even Obama knows. Yeah, even Obama knows that the Democrats have nothing. That's why he took so long to endorse Kamala Harris in the first place, because he wasn't happy with
But why do you think that is? You think that they went too far left? That they just lost the majority of their supporters?
Yeah, so the crazy thing is, I'm not this super right-wing conservative guy.
Me neither.
I'm much more closer to a moderate, like basically whatever Joe Rogan is, that. I'm close to that, you know? But they've gone so far to the fringes that they've left the people in the center out, which made it obvious that Trump was going to win the election because, like, what do you mean you're telling me that we should be focused on men should be allowed to compete against women in swimming when eggs are $400 a carton? Like, why are we even focusing on that foolishness? Like, what are we doing about the economy? It's the economy, stupid. That's what wins the elections. And if nobody steps up to the plate, and the Democrats keep doing this thing where they'll put somebody up and then they'll kill his kid's character. Like, I don't know if you remember during the pandemic, Andrew Cuomo.
Yes.
He was everywhere. That guy, I remember like 2020, I was like, he's going to be the next president, because they were building him up so much on CNN. Him and his brother, Chris Cuomo, were in there like having their little banter, humanizing him and all that stuff, like really feel like you get to know him. And he didn't kiss somebody's ring. And they're like, all right, you're out.
Just like that.
So they keep pulling the rug from underneath their leaders, because nobody's got a squeaky clean record. Like, even Trump grabs a coochie every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's Trump for you right there. That's crazy. But that's just so. How much time do we have? We'll make sure we have 4 hours in here, dog. It's just about to go crazy. You know, you know where they lost me?
Mm-hmm.
How did Kamala Harris end up as the Democrat nominee. I mean, as the presidential nominee without
anybody
without
electing her?
quote unquote the due process, just like how Biden did. I mean, Biden earned it.
Biden did earn it.
He earned it, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, the incumbent
cool with
president doesn't have to get reelected by the first
You know what I
primaries
mean?
and all that stuff. He's already good.
So then, how did we end up with Miss Harris?
I personally think we ended up with Harris because Joe Biden wanted to say screw you to Barack Obama and the Democratic Party in general.
Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby.
I think the dude was like, Obama was, shadow president and told Biden, hey, you ain't got it. We're going to go ahead and find somebody else. And Biden stayed and fought for as long as he could to outlast those primaries. And then when he bowed out because they were going to pull the rug under him for all that stuff he was doing with China, we don't have to get into, but they pulled the rug out from him for that. Then Biden was like, okay, cool. No, I'll bow out. And then on his way out the door, he was like, oh, yeah, by the way, Harris is the one I suggest. So then, they're like, well, what do we do now? He just put Harris up. We can't skip her because we're the identity politics party. So if we skip over the only black female candidate in the race, now we're the problem. She's got to be the one we go with.
That's crazy.
I think he sunk the ship on purpose. Because then there's a clip of him putting a MAGA hat on back when he was on the campaign trail for Harris.
His wife with the red.
Yeah, it's like, I can't blame him. I'll be pissed off too. I doubt he remembers it now, but I'd be mad back then.
Seen him move, bro? Mm-hmm. And then he grabs the MAGA hat and
exactly.
God.
Exactly.
All mummified and shit.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you think they dumped into Kamala Harris's campaign?
I know it was like $1 billion that she had.
And how do you mismanage that type of money?
Not only mismanaged, she ended up in debt when the campaign was over.
How?
Well, she was
and that
paying-
was supposed to be our president.
Yeah.
And, that's just fucking
It's
dumbfounding.
mind-blowing.
Like, it's mind blowing. Like,
It's
God damn,
mind-blowing.
like, damn girl, she was close.
Mm-hmm. She was
Not close enough. But that shit is crazy to me, right?
Well, so a lot of that money was going to like those concerts. So like why Trump won and why she lost is because when people are hurting, they want to hear what your plan is to fix the pain. So people are hurting financially. Trump's saying, okay, well, we need to do this. We need to tear China. We need to make sure that they stop being currency manipulators and all that stuff. And Kamala Harris has, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion twerking at the DNC. And we're like, we're begging you for a policy. Like, what are we, joy. It's joy. Aren't you happy? You're not. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing right now? I can't afford rent. That's the type of shit that the moderate voters ended up going right for. Because of her.
Do you think it's true that they paid all these actors to fly out to, Ukraine? To go meet with the president of Ukraine?
Oh, I don't know if they did that or not. That's stupid. I wouldn't do it.
You know?
I'm not going
what's
to a
it
war
called?
zone.
I think they we'll give you $5 million just to go meet with this guy and take a picture with him. What? There was this famous dude that, a couple famous people went.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how true it is. It's something that I've seen, but I'm like, that's wild.
It just makes you wonder, like, really, what is the end goal with this whole Ukraine war thing? Because, like, we've entered a state as a global community where World War III is sure destruction for anybody. There's no winner of that. Mm-hmm. So then why are we pushing, to have another country like that has nukes and fighting this proxy war? Like, why are we doing that? Like, we know that Ukraine can't beat Russia in a war. Mm-hmm. We know that Russia's only real request was don't come any further east with NATO. And we kept doing that, inching further and further east since Clinton promised that we wouldn't do it. And we forced Putin into a corner that he has to attack Ukraine to make sure that NATO doesn't bring Ukraine on board and put NATO right on his border. I mean, what do you expect him to do? But like, what's the end goal? Like, why is it okay for so many people to die? Why is it when Trump is asked what if he takes Ukraine's side by CNN, Caitlin Collins, if he takes Trump's side, if he took Putin's side in this war, or if he takes Ukraine's side in this war, why is it a bad response when he says, I just want people to stop dying? Why is that evil? Like, it seems like much more evil for the people that are making money off of dropping bombs on kids and civilians and all that stuff.
That's a great point.
But I'm not trying to,
but
end up missing. Narrative. I'm sorry, Miss Clinton. I don't want the smoke.
Bro, we want no smoke with the Clintons. They'll suicide you, dog.
Yeah,
they don't play.
They don't play.
They don't play. Cameras will go off out of nowhere. And
exactly.
Shit. I don't want no smoke.
I don't want
it. On that note, how did you end up opening for Jay Leno? Tell me that story, dog.
Yeah, so I got this podcast called Hit the Button Podcast. Check it out. It's pretty
follow him.
Awesome. Basically, Jay Leno had rolled down a hill in Pennsylvania, and he went to talk to TMZ, and he had bruises all over his face. And me, Danielle J, and Chris Mack had saw the video. We reacted to it, and we roasted his ass. We were on him, bro.
Off of a roast?
Off of a roast.
Okay, I'm going to let you tell the story. Okay.
So we roasted him. We said that that's not really what happened. The mob beat him up. He bet on Tyson for that Jake Paul Tyson fight. He lost, caught hell, and then he had to lie on camera. That's what we said, right? And then a couple days go by, and Jay Leno, my boy G King reaches out to me. He's like, hey, I just gave Jay Leno's manager your number because Jay saw the video and he wants to talk to you. I was like, fuck. Dude's about to rip me a new one, right?
Roast me.
Yeah, so I get a call from a blocked number. It's like, hey, how you doing? It's Jay. He's talking super like, he's like, yo, man, you're really funny. I saw the podcast. It was great. Thanks for keeping me relevant. He said, hey, Arsenio Hall's in the background if you want to say hi. And Arsenio was like, what's up, man? I'm like, hey, how you doing, Mr. Hall? He's like, that's right. You're one of those punk comics. You got to say Mr. Hall, just being Jay Leno and all that. But then we just had a 10-minute conversation. He's like, keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for keeping me relevant. And then that was it. And then I get a text from his booker Josh from Flappers, and he's like, Jay wants you to open for him. So I was like, hell yeah.
Oh, fuck, how was that experience?
It was dope, man. First of all, Jay Leno still has that personality, that late night show personality, so he makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. He comes in, he's like, hey, Raj, how you doing, my guy? Just talking to me. And he did a little research because he's asking me questions about stuff that I've said in the past. Like, how the hell did you know that? So he
researched you.
Yeah, he did his thing. I was like, oh.
Damn, I would feel special. Somebody researched me.
Jay Leno looked me up,
And like, damn, he knows. I did that shit last year.
So yeah, he looked me up and stuff, and then I went on stage. I did 5 minutes. I fucking crushed it. Asked JT, he was there, nailed it. I took my 20-minute set, condensed that shit to all the hits. Put that shit up.
A 5-minute banger.
5-minute banger. He didn't know that was all I had. No,
that's all you needed.
That's all you needed. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So he watched my set too. So when I got off the stage, he came up to me. He was like, "Man, I really enjoyed your set." He said, "You got a very unique perspective on life." And he said, it's good to see a black guy's perspective. And he said, it's also not an angry perspective, but it's still talking about a lot of truths that you deal with. And I was like, thanks, Jay. That's great. You want to sign me? He said, no. Then he went on stage. Come on, man. He went on stage and crushed for like 50 minutes straight. Yeah. He fucking killed it.
I think I would probably be a little bit nervous, especially with that type of.
It was fun, man. But, I mean, when you do comedy, you've been telling the same jokes for 5-6 years at this point. Like you know not to go try no new shit. Just go do what works. That's what it is.
But it also shows you that social media does work.
It does. That's a big thing
a lot
too.
Of people talk shit.
That's a huge thing. And first of all, you're killing it. First of all,
thank you,
with
my
the podcast alone, but from the real estate side too. I know you're getting clients from the real estate content.
Tons,
dude. I see your stuff all the time.
I love y'all.
I see this guy, man. When he's posting like true gems on Instagram. Like I'm like, damn, that's brilliant. Let me save this so I can come back to it when I'm not broke.
Bro, I give them real life experience.
Exactly.
That's why I was like, man, I had my merch drop yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I said, I know which motherfuckers ask me 30 million questions and I answer them. Mm-hmm. You better buy up my merch. I give free. People don't understand. This is real life stuff that I give. I don't sit there and be on Chat GPT or fucking Googling. This is live and I'm giving you fucking nuggets, bro.
But that's the thing, because you can give it to them like for free. And then if you wrote a book and put the same information in that book, you could sell it to them for $20. and you can put it in a course.
Yeah.
And you could sell your time and do it for $20,000.
I trip out because people ask me, hey, bro, when are you going to start your own course? I'm like, course? Mm-hmm. I'm giving you this shit for free.
And people want to buy it.
They want to buy it.
Well, people,
That's the consensus that I'm coming up
they
with.
want to buy
People
it.
want to buy it. And I'm like,
It's the law of reciprocity.
once we relocate to our new location, which you guys are going to be invited,
Absolutely.
I don't know, I might fuck around and record it.
Yeah.
And be like, $1,000 and they'll pay.
Facts.
Dude, I'm giving it to you for free, but you want to pay me. I guess I'm going to take that money.
You got to. And that's the thing too, because social media, you hear a lot of shit talk about social media from older comics. So like older comics are like, oh, that's not the same thing as comedy, and you're right, it's not. It's advertising. It's getting me straight to consumer.
It's marketing.
It's marketing.
Direct to consumer.
I don't have to play this waiting game of going to the Laugh Factory and hoping my name gets pulled out of a bucket so I can do 3 minutes and then come back 6 months later and hopefully my name gets pulled again and I can do 3 more minutes. Like at that route, I'll be 40 before I'm even a paid regular at the Laugh Factory, or I could just go straight to consumer and in 2-3 years you're already touring because you have a fan base. But you also have to, on the other side of that, you have to take the craft seriously and really learn how to do stand-up. That means that these slotted mics that everybody's talking shit about, like I don't want to pay $5 to do a mic, you go to that slotted mic and you work your material. Like you come up with your hours so that you can tour and you're not giving these people a bullshit show. Because a lot of social media content creators are giving comedy a bad name.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I see your point.
But yeah.
Because they don't take it serious.
You don't take it serious.
You know what I mean? It's like
Exactly.
it's a quick buck, you know? Like, but if you have the audience and you put in the work,
Yeah.
and you give people some a great show, oh my God, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I've
Just
seen.
imagine the magnitude of it.
Exactly.
I had Jack Jr. here yesterday.
Shout out, Jack.
Shout out to my boy. And he's like, man, bro. He's like, you know how powerful this is? And he's like, dude, Ralph Barbosa, shout out to Ralph.
Yeah, shout out
should
Ralph.
be on here too pretty soon.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, Ralph and Renee Vaca, all they have to do is just be like, hey, I got a show going on. Boom, boom. Sell out.
Sold out.
Sold out.
I worked the door when Renee Vaca was in San Diego for 6 nights. For 6 shows and 3 nights.
Wild.
Everyone was sold out. Everyone was wild.
Dog.
I don't want to say how much money he left with. I know, and I was upset. I was like, God damn. Off camera, I'll let you know. He left with a pretty penny.
But what does that tell you right there?
Exactly.
But you're right. Going back to your point, if you take the craft serious, if you practice, if you put in the work, and you have this beautiful tool here,
Exactly.
it's over, dog.
See, I don't see why people are so nervous to put content out. It's like, dude, this is a lottery ticket. Like, you put the content out that resonates with somebody, the algorithm is set up for you to win. And here's a newsflash: none of you guys are shadow banned. There's so many people that reach out to me and they be like, "Why am I shadow banned? Your content sucks, bro. That's what the problem is. It's garbage. That's what Instagram is telling you, because the algorithm hit the button.
I'm promoting this guy right here, dog.
It's what Gary Vee says this all the time. That what the algorithm is other humans. They saw 10 seconds of it, was like, nah, try again. Sometimes you could have a fire video and the first 10 seconds of your video could be too long for you to get to the point, and you'll lose them right there. But if you cut that 10 seconds off and repost that same video, you can get 1 million views.
Facts. But there's 2 things of why people don't do content, I think. The first reason is they're scared. They're scared of fucking people talking shit.
Oh yeah,
it's a fear. Like sometimes when I'm like, oh man, I look at my comments, I'm like, shut your bitch ass up. I'll be like pissed. I'll be like, bro, don't give it no time. Don't give it no energy. I'm like, man, fuck
that's
this
real easy
fool.
to say. That's
real easy to say, fool. But not when you get roasted. You know what I'm saying? So, and second, I think some of these people don't want to invest in their brand, in their personal brand, in their gadgets that they need. And then you don't really even need that much.
You don't. All you need is a smartphone, for real.
And a fucking Rode mic
That's
or
it.
whatever. One of those little mics that they, that's it.
And if you can't afford that, you could literally just start with the phone. And videos from phone footage goes viral all the time.
Bro, IG pushes it more.
It does. Because it looks more
free nuggets
authentic.
right now.
Yeah.
IG pushes it more.
So
But I just think, but then again, they lack initiative too. And then and those are the same people that sit there and talk shit about you, talk shit about me, talk shit about you guys. Like, oh man, fuck them, because
Most
like, yeah,
the people from troll accounts that don't have profile pictures are stopping you from getting to your dreams. Like that's the reason you're stuck at that corporate job now. Like you gotta do what it takes to get out of there.
Say
like,
that shit again.
That is the reason why you are stuck in that job that you hate right now. Because you're afraid to cut your camera on and press that record button because somebody with a faceless profile is going to tell you suck. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
bars.
It's so infuriating, but I've been there too. So it's easy for me to say now because this is like year 15 of doing content. So like now,
man, this guy's a triple OG.
You know, some slight, some slight.
Sorry, I'm stealing your love. I'm saying,
no, you good, bro.
I'm giving you some. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better subscribe to the homies YouTube.
Appreciate it.
15 years.
Yeah. So like, I remember I went to Vegas one year. This was like at least 10 years ago, and I was posting videos or whatever. And this was back when I still had the dreads, and my hairline was tragic, bro. This is like Steph Curry would miss a 3-pointer from back here, bro. It was bad, bro.
Wow,
my shit was tragic. And I was outside of the Grand Hotel. No, which one was the one that the dude was shooting out of? I was outside of the. Yeah, I was outside of that hotel. I was outside of Mandalay Bay because they got these like this waterfall and these lions, and I'd taken a picture like up on one of the pillars. And one of these profiles, I only had 2,000 followers. One of these profiles that followed me just roasted me. I had a necktie on my head too. That's how bad my hairline was. I was trying to hide it with a necktie, make it look stylish. So he said, "You're not fooling anybody with that necktie on your forehead, you big head bitch." Like, my entire day was ruined in Las Vegas because of that. Like I had a bad day in Vegas because somebody in a basement told me my hairline was trash. And one of my friends had to be like, "Bro,
dog, I had moments like that. I'm like, the fuck, bitch, I ain't that fat." Like
I'm telling you,
I mean, damn, dog. Oh, when I told them I cut my hair twice a week? Oh, fool. They were calling me a fuck. They were saying, "Oh, you fucking lesbian." You fucking, with your fucking lesbian haircut. What the fuck? Fuck your barber and your fucked up lineup.
Damn.
I ain't even gonna lie, fool. Like, I went back to my barber and be like, "Hey, my lineup's going back.
My
dog.
lineup fucked up,
So
bro.
we're gonna have to fix this shit." People like to lie and be like, "It didn't affect me."
Oh,
I went
yeah.
straight to my barber like, "Hey, we fucking my shit up,
You
dog."
fucking my shit up, bro.
You know, like, fool. Giggles 1, 2, 3 said my shit is fucked up, dog.
That
Well,
shit
they went
hurts.
in on me. I went
went in.
hella viral, but I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can't. My wife is like, "Fuck these bitch." You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
she's like, "Oh, backing me up," and I'm like, "Dog." At the end of the day,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
There might be some truth behind it. There might not. So what?
I'm telling you, dude. And like me being bald too, I wore a blue sweater on accident.
Oh,
Bad move.
shit.
All the Frozone comparisons, bro. I got told I look like If I Think I Can was a person.
Wow.
like,
Wow.
like just getting roasted, man. But it comes with the territory.
It does.
Like you,
But I think it takes experience. Now I feel like
oh yeah.
you're a triple OG. You dealt with all that shit. And it took me some time.
Yeah.
Because right away I wanted to fuck everybody up.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
"What, fool?" And this guy's like, "Dude, relax." I'm like, "Fuck this fool. Let's find out where he lives." You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was my attitude. But it's like, dog, really?
You can't be arguing.
The
in the
majority
comment
of
sections,
people
bro.
that are talking shit online are
Uh-huh.
going to be the broke fools that live with their mama, that ain't got shit going. And those are the people that you're going to let stop you from continuing?
Yeah.
Seriously? Come on.
You're better than that.
Exactly. Like, so what? Fuck them.
Yeah, and
That's my attitude now.
If these people had a passion that they were pursuing, they'd have no time to be attacking you. So the fact that they're attacking you says everything about them. You don't have to even pay them any attention. Like I wish Kevin Hart would attack me. I wish he'd roast me. You know how famous I
real.
would be? Yeah, because Kevin Hart's hating on me.
You know how like when George Lopez said something about Ralph? I was like,
Yeah.
I hope George Lopez says something about me.
I hope he
dog.
does.
Talk shit about me, dog.
Because everybody, everybody be like, "Who the hell is JR?"
Yeah,
you know?
like, who the fuck is that True Hustle
Yeah.
guy? Oh, yeah, okay, I'll fuck with him, you know? Shit, that's crazy. So talk to me about when you ended up moving to LA. Because in Virginia, no, you're not, so you're from Washington.
Yeah, from DC, the DMV as they call it.
All right, dog. How many Mexicans are there, dog? Keep it real.
Out here or
Out there.
Out there.
Like 5?
The Puerto Ricans count. Yeah. The Puerto Ricans count.
Oh, shit. No, senor.
No, they don't. Not many. I knew one Mexican dude while I lived out there. One. He came over here.
And he mowed the lawn. Don't lie.
No, he didn't mow the line.
That's fucked up.
He didn't mow the line. He cut bell peppers. That's what he did.
Okay.
He worked at a rib shack. He was there under the table, you know.
Food was bomb, huh?
He was cool. Oh,
He
yeah.
was
Food was
passionate
crazy.
about that
Food
shit.
was crazy.
You never see somebody cut some shit up like that.
Exactly. He
had
only
some
spoke Spanish.
tapatio on the side. He didn't even tell you. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Did it for la raza.
There you go.
It.
There you go. So you go from not seeing a lot of Mexicans to moving to LA, where it's a lot of us dog.
Not even LA, East LA.
Oh my, stop.
I moved to Mexico, bro.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. I did.
How was that?
Culture shock. That was my first time seeing chickens literally cross the road, bro. Like it was insane, man.
With names,
With names, yeah.
And you had the Senora Kamala like, hi, Firulais, come inside. We're gonna make you a fucking, we're gonna make you tacos later.
Yeah, moving here was such a culture shock. The best thing that happened is like I ended up moving in with JT. Shout out
with
JT
the big
Hernandez.
perro right there.
Man,
I'm jealous of his beard. Dog.
you,
Anyways,
he
that's insecurity of mine because they talk shit about this shit too. Anyways, can't grow hair. I can't grow beard.
It is.
It is what it is.
But JT put me on a lot of cultural things about the Mexican community too, because like he was the first one I ever seen put tahini on watermelon. I'm like, yo. I didn't know you could make that shit
Fire.
spicy. That shit is crazy, bro.
So
he squeezed a lime on it and everything. Yeah.
So I'm going to my mom's house today. Right? And guess what she has? Like, she always has fruit. Mm-hmm. But fool, it has tahini.
That tahini takes to the next level.
Fire. It just makes it from like okay to dope. It just went from like, it's mango, mango. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Shit, add some tahini in there, dog. Fire.
Next level.
Next level.
Next
shit right
level. I want my fruit to give me high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? That shit is delicious.
I want my fruit to dehydrate me with all that fucking salt, fucking sodium and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it tastes good. Just drink a lot of water.
Yeah, you do have to drink a lot of water.
So then, what was your first Mexican dish here? Because I'm a foodie.
My first.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, like, what you fuck with. Like,
okay.
Or what's your favorite? Like, you'll be like, oh, that's my go-to right there.
Okay, so this is a loaded question. All right. So for start, I got one dish that I don't fuck with in the slightest, and JT knows what it is. It's
Which one?
Cervice, how you say it? Aguachile.
Oh, that's too hot, bro.
Yeah, but I can't do the raw shrimp. Like JT
No way.
JT says the lime cooks it. It still look great to me. I'm sorry, not for me.
I could see it. I could see
Not for
it.
me.
I fuck with it, but it's not my top choice.
Well, black people don't eat their steaks medium rare. You know what I'm saying? We not eating red meat. We definitely not eating gray shrimp.
That's a valid point. That's a valid point.
But yeah, the best dish. Carne asada actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but like grilled carne asada from the carne asada when you put the onion on the grill and all that.
This guy, you taught him well, dog.
That carne asada.
He didn't say no fucking. He said no with the onions and fucking ranchera. That's what we're gonna have today.
That is delicious right there.
All right, so see, for me, I'm a foodie, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I like to try all kinds of foods.
Okay.
So if I was to invite you to my mom's house,
Okay.
we're gonna have some straight authentic shit, bro.
All right.
Bomb shit. Fucking asada with the onions and
Okay,
all that.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? All the fire shit. Now, let's say I would come to your house.
Oh, yeah.
And come to your barbecue or your what is it called?
It's called the cookout.
A cookout. There you go. What you gonna have?
It's bold to think that you're invited to the cookout, but I like you though. I let you in. No, what we would have, first of all, we gotta have some ribs. We got to have some ribs. My pop's on the grill. He's gonna do you right. All right. For there, we're gonna have a deep fried catfish out there. Catfish nuggets.
Oh, shit.
Hot sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Sound bomb.
You know what I'm saying? Some macaroni and cheese. And we not letting exactly some crystal hot sauce.
I fucks with it.
We not letting, my white sister-in-law make the mac and cheese. We not. No offense. They're not even married yet. Zico watch this like, what the fuck? It's go. Yeah, we'll have the baked beans, of course. I've got to have the chicken. It depends on how much soul food you in the mood for. Collard greens, black eyed peas.
I never.
The yams, gotta have the yams.
Oh, the yams.
Can I get to the yams?
Yams are fire.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you know.
I fuck with
Some
it.
cornbread.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, next time y'all got a function, y'all got to.
Hey, say less.
You know what I'm saying?
JT, no, I could throw down.
I could eat, bro.
I could throw down.
I could eat.
Oh, yeah. I'll
See,
show you something.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to, but it has to be a Friday on cheat day. These motherfuckers be roasting me too much. Bro, you know what the funny part is? Is I'm not even like big like that.
You're not.
On camera, I look like a fucking puerco, you know, like just fucking.
Camera
I'm like,
has
I'm
10
not
pounds.
even big like that. What the fuck? Damn. But I'm going to lose 15 pounds, dog.
You got it.
You know what I mean?
Everything else you set your mind to, you've done. So when you really set that as a goal, you got it.
But see,
He don't want to do it, y'all.
this is what I struggle with. I love to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes it's easy when we're here
Yeah.
and we have a guest and we're like, hey, bro, let's just go eat, bro. Because I fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
And there goes my diet.
There
dog.
it is.
It goes out the window. And that's the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I'm by myself, I'm good.
Yeah.
But if we like having a good time, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. Let's go eat. And then JT doesn't help, dog.
Oh, JT not helping at all. JT was doing me dirty, bro. JT
JT
don't be
doesn't
helping.
help me, dog. JT should be telling me like, hey, bro, remember that one comment?
Yeah.
It said blah, 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 blah.
Nah.
Don't eat, bro. He'd be like, yeah, fuck with it too, dog. Make it times 2, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to blame it on me, fool, but when we eat together, we eat pretty healthy, dog. So I don't know what he's eating at home, dog. But he's not losing those weight.
It's my mom's. Fool.
Trying to blame it on me.
Listen, bro. All right. Confessions. Here it is. I'm doing super good, and then I go to my mom's house. My mom cooks with lard.
Oh,
Still.
yeah. That's got to be delicious.
Fire.
Yeah.
And then nothing comes out of a can at my mom's house. The chile is made from fucking scratch.
Yeah.
Everything is made from scratch. And then, Mexican moms, even if she could tell if I lost 3 ounces,
Yeah.
not pounds.
See, you look hungry.
Oh my God, mijo. No. You look sick. I lost like 3 ounces. I just started working out yesterday. And she's like, oh, no, sit down. And I'm like, fuck. And then I sit and everything's fucking bomb and I'm eating papas and I'm eating fucking beans. Like Tuesday.
Yeah.
I showed up just to fucking, I don't know what I want to go pick up. And she's like, oh. Fucking lard, making refried beans. Oh. And then my dad's like, oh, amigo, ¿quieres comer? Oh, but they know I like the fucking birote, which is bread.
Yeah.
The French roll.
Oh, I know, yeah. I know
with
what you're
beans. And then he's like, oh, but we don't. I was like, nah, but you don't have birote. I was trying to make excuses. My dad was like, I'll be back.
No.
Comes back and he's like, all right. And
That's
I'm
love,
like,
though. That's love.
And I'm like, trying to avoid my wife's fucking calls because then I'm going to have to lie. Like, I'm sticking to the plan. Like, well, that's my life, dog.
My mom does the same thing. Well, my mom lives in Maryland, though, but my mom does the same thing. Like, I'll come home and she'll get up, cook something in the middle of the night.
But you're in hella shape, bro.
Hey, somebody
you could
gotta do
afford
it.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? This guy is like, man, he could eat 10 burgers and it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I work out, 90 minutes, 5 days a week. So,
Okay, what does your workout consist of?
so
Take notes.
take notes. Get your GPT pulled up.
I'm pretty
Tell them
fucking
listen.
Just by the way, homie, I'm pretty fucking strong. I got that Mexican
I can
strength,
see it.
dog.
I can see it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let this, you know what I'm saying? It looks could be deceiving, homie. But anyways, I want to know your routine.
Okay, so 5 days a week. First day is legs. Legs, you're going to do full body movement, squats, RDLs, and then you do the accessories like, leg extensions, leg curls, stuff like that. Romanian deadlifts, stuff like that. Then Tuesday is bench, chest day, bench press, incline bench press, dumbbell, free weight bench press. Throw a little curls in there to get the pump going because I'll be live streaming it sometimes. And I'll leave comments. Don't nobody be watching, though. Y'all some haters. Wednesday is deadlift day, so that's back deadlift. It's actually the shortest day of the week because you don't want to do too much on the deadlift. You can really hurt yourself. But I do lightweight, 405 pounds.
This guy just fucking showing off right now, dog.
Then Thursday is accessory lifts like shoulders and stuff like that, and then Friday's another leg day.
So you do 2 leg days.
2 leg days a week.
That's good.
And then every workout starts out with a 15-minute incline walk at about 3 miles 3, whatever that number is, 3 on the thing, and then I'll do the Stairmaster at the end.
But how are your eating habits? Because that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
But as,
See, this is where you can
as
fuck
you
it
know,
up. Yeah.
You could do all that and
get
then
a pizza.
fuck it all up and eat
Yeah.
a pizza like
Yeah.
me on Fridays. Oh, what's today?
It's Friday. So my girl does meal preps. Shout out Gourmet Lachey. Look her up. I said,
Shout-
oh yeah, niche on Instagram. Look her up.
There you go.
Yeah, she.
This guy got so good
Got to
then.
plug it, yeah. So for the longest time, I was like, I'm not trying to make her like have to cook my food too. But then I kept wilding, so I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me just order the meal preps, and I pay her for the meal preps. You know?
So you're a good boyfriend.
Yeah, I pay her. Cost. I buy the groceries, and she cooks the meals.
You make that very clear on that
Oh, yeah.
cost. You know what I'm saying?
Cost. Yeah, 'cause I still pay when we go out to eat, so you got to even this out. You know? But no, that's what I'll have like 3 or 4 of her meals a day. And
That's
then
good though,
try to
man.
stick
But
to it.
at least you have your regimen and you stick to it. I think people fuck up because of what I just said. You go and you eat and you do shit that you're not even supposed to be doing. You
And
know what I
then
mean?
I work from home too, so I'm in the house.
Oh hell no!
Editing and stuff like that. So if you're in the house all day, like the fridge is right there. It's calling your name. I can't have that BS in there.
Do you think people just eat because they get bored?
Oh, I've done that before. Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I've done that before.
I was just
tell
trying
JT.
to justify my actions right now.
Yo, 100%, 100%.
Is he like me?
Yeah.
You know, I'm bored. Let's fucking go eat.
Yeah, I tell JT don't be leaving that delicious Mexican food in the fridge, bro. That shit's gonna go missing, dog. I can't fuck with it.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode. How is it working from home? Is that where you get creative and do all these fucking dope ass skits?
100%. So I do a lot of my shooting on the weekends for like the content days when I have to be out of the house. But like I do a lot of my editing and stuff inside of the house. But I'll jot down, like I get an idea and I'll write it down like this will be funny. And then we'll get to the shoot and we'll like freestyle it and, punch it up and stuff like that. But a lot of the ideas and stuff come right from the house. Like we shoot the podcast right out of the house.
Oh shit!
Yeah. You got to make the most of the space you got.
And what made you do the podcast?
The fact that you can't, like they tell you can get into these clubs by just pulling up and, doing the audition mics and stuff like that. But I realized rather quickly that wasn't true.
You're right about that.
And if you want people to be able to spend like time with you, that's because I noticed this dude, shout out Aaron Branch. I saw Aaron Branch had a show and he absolutely sold it out. They did a thing, him and Herm Rice. And the reason they sold it out is because they have a YouTube page where people get to spend hours of time with them every day. So because people feel like they actually know you and spend all that time with you, that's what gets you, a connection between you and your audience. So that's why I started doing the content so that I could have, hours of just me kicking it, talking shit and doing whatever on the internet so people could get to know me and want to pull up, because waiting outside the Comedy Store wasn't going to do it for me.
But that's the most rawest form of content. And I think is the most valuable one.
It's the most uncomfortable too. Like I got people still
big time.
mad at me for my Trump takes. And I ain't changing
Them
the
motherfuckers
motherfucking
hold
thing.
grudges on.
Oh yeah. I got people won't
You know, I
text me back.
posted something about the Dodgers because they boycotted. Man, bro, I had people still going in on me. Like, fuck you, Trumpy. I'm like,
Trumpy's nasty. You Trumpy.
like, what the fuck is a Trumpy? Like, dog, what the fuck is wrong with people? And I didn't even, bro, if you see the video, all I said is the president is the president. It don't matter who it is, whether it's Biden or whether it's Trump. Bro, if I was a Laker player and I won the championship and Biden was there, I still wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I still go.
Oh,
Take a
100%.
picture.
To go to the White House is dope.
I'm in the White House, dog. What's the big deal about it?
Everything's become so political too. Like you don't have to, like, remember when people like used to be Republicans and nobody cared? Remember that? Remember how peaceful
Yeah.
it was in the 90s when you knew the white guy across the street was a Republican?
And it was
Yeah,
cool.
he had a sign. Yeah, he was like,
And you would still wave at him. Like,
yeah, it said Bush Cheney or
Hey,
whatever.
Roy.
Yeah, you waved at him. I think social media messed that up. I think it did.
I think so too. I just think that people
'Cause-
we're losing that. Bro, just respect. You're entitled to your opinion.
Exactly.
And I think that people feel that they have the authority to be like, to talk shit and disagree just because you don't agree with how they view things. And that's where the problem starts.
But a lot of that, and then also the fact that people have this distance between you when they're talking to you crazy on social media. So like if I disagree with a take you have, like let's say the Dodgers take you have, and I can't fight for shit, and you look like you could beat me up, I can now say whatever I want to you online that I couldn't say to you in your face. So now you're getting a lot of like people that, for lack of a better word, are cowards talking to you reckless when they wouldn't speak to you like that in person. It's the same thing that happens when you're at work and you work remotely and people start messaging you on Slack and they start talking, like you're hitting that caps lock button and you're like, who the fuck do you think you are talking to, sir? So all caps is nasty, man.
Those are my favorite skits. By the way, you know? It's funny because people talk shit on social media because they can't get fucking punched right in the mouth.
Yeah. I think
You know, like,
yeah, I think Zuck should make it a new thing that if you want to talk shit on Facebook, you got to take a picture with your address right there, so that I can run down and give you that fade for what you just said to me. You know,
that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, man,
dude.
I click on the fucking like, where this fool live at?
Yeah, exactly.
This fool talking like he with it like that, like
I'll
bro,
have,
on some shit that that don't even make sense. Like, why you arguing with me?
I'll have racists team up and call me the N-word collectively. So
Stop.
Yeah, I did a skit, right? And it was me and I photoshopped myself in with Tucker Carlson on Fox. And like he asked a question and I said back to him, "Nah, I don't care about none of that. I'm gonna beat your ass because you can't like you just start talking reckless to him." And then people thought it was real. So in the comments, like somebody just left a giant N and then somebody replied to that, left an I, and it just went right down the list over and over again. So I don't even know who to be mad at because it's a community of people that are talking crazy.
That would make me really pissed, bro.
Yeah.
And that's when you would want to be like, what is bitch ass?
Hey, where you live? Where you live?
Where you live at? Run it. I'm about to fucking light this motherfucker up. You know, this is my therapist right here, you know? This guy right here. Because I be talking shit sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, bro, really?
He's like, chill.
Stop. And I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Going back and forth in the comments.
You know,
see the thing when you go back and forth in the comments though, there's no way to not look butthurt. That's why I stopped doing it. So and then when I realized when I stopped doing it, people that agreed with me would step in and have the arguments for me, and then I would come back and like their comments. Like, yeah.
I only comment the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like respond to it, and then
it's over.
It's over because I can't be going back and forth with people because then.
They know they got you.
They got you.
And then now
and sometimes they do got us.
They do.
But you got to get over that shit.
And sometimes, like, then you'll start like if you let them know what your insecurity is, you're never going to see the end of it. They're going to be the first thing you read will be like, "Hey man, your hairline's still crooked." It's a cool video, but your hairline's still trash. There, you know, you can't have that.
Sometimes I'll be talking shit though, and I'll be like, I'm the one that starts like, shut up with your fucking. I'll be talking shit because I go on their stuff,
yeah,
and I'll be talking shit, and then that's when it starts, and I'm like, why'd I do that? That was just fucking stupid. Now this was talking about my mom, dog.
Yeah.
Like all I said was fucking, you look, this way, or I'm talking shit. I remember once I was like, yeah, but your mom liked me. Why?
You got to take it there sometimes.
Unnecessary. But. What shows you got coming up, man? I got to see you live.
Oh, you absolutely had to see me live. This May 10th, I'm going to be in, is that May 10th? San Diego, the day before, is that a Saturday? The day before Mother's Day. Saturday, I'm in San Diego.
May 10th is the Mexican Mother's Day. Did you know that?
Right. I did not know that, Hey, shout out to all the mamas around there, madres worldwide.
That one
I know
stays.
September 16th is Mexican Independence Day.
Yes.
That's my birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'll be May 10th. I'm gonna be in San Diego at the Laugh Factory.
Oh, that's a dope ass Laugh Factory. I like that one.
Mm-hmm. It's like the cellar. You go down into the basement.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
But I like the location of it.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why is that?
What's across the street?
That bar. Yeah. The taco spot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I went. They're pretty good.
Nah, they cool.
They're like, I'm like, because I like authentic stuff, but there's nothing like the homemade stuff. But I'm like, nah, I'll fuck with them. Like, well, my wife is not Mexican.
Okay.
But she was like, oh, they're pretty good, Suni. Like, she fuck with them. But I was like, I fuck with them too. Give me 7.
They're always busy. I went there once and I tried to practice my Spanish with this dude that worked there. He was so fucking annoyed with me. He just kept responding in English. I was like trying to say onion in Spanish. Was a
Cebolla.
That's why he was mad, because that's not what I said.
What'd you say?
Caballero or some shit like that. And he was, what is that? Is that
I'm mad.
Yeah, he was like, what the fuck are you talking, bro? I just speak English, bro. And I was
Dame
like, my
dos
bad.
caballeros. He's probably looking at you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I can't practice with anybody. Every time I speak Spanish,
JT right there.
he does the same thing. I'll speak to him in Spanish and respond in
he
English.
was raised in Bell. He's a paisa. Like, we come from, like, we're all fucking, like, Bell, HP. Like, we're all the same. Like, we fucking grew up, like, straight Mexican, dog.
Yeah. No, I love.
Do you
Bell,
like
too.
boxing?
I dabble in it. I don't know I don't know enough about it to go
There's
back.
a big
and forth.
fight going on tonight.
Okay.
Ryan Garcia. And then Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. And you have Teofimo versus Arnold. That's a big fight.
Okay.
They've both been on True Hustle Podcast.
Oh, really?
What? Hit the button.
What?
So we're looking forward to that one.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out. What race is Rolly?
Rolly, what is he, Dominican? Or Puerto Rican?
No, I was just saying if he was black, I was gonna say I'm going for him. All right.
So, okay. If Ryan Garcia fights Tank, who
Didn't
you
Tank
got?
retire?
Well, supposedly he ain't gonna retire. He was like 20.
Well, first of all,
Yeah,
definitely
he
Tank.
ain't gonna miss all that money. I bet you if they tell him, hey, you're gonna make 50.
He'd probably come back.
Shit.
I'd come back.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
100%.
50? I'm there.
Yeah.
Cancel all the shit I'm doing.
I'm going for Tank. He's from Baltimore. You gotta go.
I like
gotta
Tank,
go with the
though.
home court. Yeah. He's a beast.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Ryan Garcia is nice too. Don't get me wrong. But Tank is
I just think that the way he came in and that clause, that rehydration clause, he came in, he didn't look good.
yeah.
But ain't nobody told him to sign that contract. It's his fault.
That's on him.
It's like if I sign it, Tank ain't gonna take it easy on you.
Absolutely not.
It's like, oh, he looks dehydrated. Let me not kick his ass. Dog, like, of course, you know?
How do you feel about the whole Jake Paul fighting, washed up? Like he's trying to get McGregor now?
No, he's fighting Jake Paul's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
How you feel?
No, bro.
See, how do you feel about
Bro.
all his fights in general? Like it's just the same thing
I
over
just
and over
think
again?
that, you know, I grew up a boxing fan. We're like diehard. Like right now, I'm gonna literally fucking do what I gotta do here and then take out to my mom's house so we could get ready.
Okay.
And watch the fight. There's no true boxing fan. I mean, no disrespect to him. He's trying to make his money, and I don't knock anybody from
Making that money, yeah.
making the money. But as a fan, I ain't fucking with it because he's not a true boxing fan. I mean, he didn't grow up. He didn't go through the trenches.
Yeah.
You know, he made his he made his brand and he made everything that he's doing, which is dope on YouTube and shit like that. But he is not a true professional boxer.
It's like a TikToker comedian.
Yeah, but he's not fighting real. He fought Tyson.
He's an internet
Dog.
troll. He's great at what he does.
He's
too.
great at it.
He's
And I
really
don't
good.
knock him for it.
He
But,
made
dog,
people
you fought
think
Tyson, dog.
He made people think it was a real fight.
Dog.
We went. How did we go for that? We know Tyson's not. We saw Tyson a couple years before that when he fought again, like exhibition. we knew what time it was. He was slow then, and no disrespect to Mike, but
The Mike is one of the GOATs, bro.
yeah,
Like how could, like, dang, you must need money, or the money was just that good.
oh, it's probably great.
I'll probably take hey, fuck it. Hey, when I'm gonna take, when I'm gonna hit you with this hook, duck.
Duck, yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna do it was like scripted, so he would go twice.
yeah.
So that the first one, he gave when he hit the warning, and then he would duck. Like, bro,
And you saw Tyson biting the glove and stuff like
he's
that. I felt
fucking
like that was a
biting
signal.
gloves
Yeah,
and shit like that. I'm like, damn, for 20 mil, I'll buy the glove.
I'll bite a right hook for 20 million.
You know what I'm saying? But I think this fight, I mean, at the end of the day, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is still a true boxer. He's whack. But I don't know. I think he could beat up Jake Paul.
He probably could, but is he signing another contract that says that he can't really beat him up or you don't get your money?
You think that's true?
Oh, 100%.
I think so.
I feel like
Like
Mike
NDAs on top of NDAs
yep.
that say this is a contract. Now, if you fuck me up, then you don't get this much.
Exactly. You fuck me up, you're not getting your
And
paycheck.
that is what I'm not okay with.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna fight, fuck it.
He's
fight.
turning it into the WWE.
Damn, low key.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to the WWE. It's theater, But that's not what boxing is, and that's not what MMA is, and all that stuff. Like they're real combat sports.
And I think that's why a lot of people are going to UFC.
That's why
They fuck each other up.
Yeah,
And they fuck each other up for like 20 grand. I'm like, fool, I'd rather sell a house,
dude.
Fool. I'd rather sell a house, dog. Than take that ass beating, dog.
The dude that I moved out to LA with, he was amateur MMA fighter, and he told me one of the funniest stories. His first boxing match he ever got into, right? He shows up to the ring and he realizes at that moment that he never truly been punched in his face. So his coach walks up to him. He said, "Hey Dom, you about to get my back? Take his name out. Hey, you're about to get into a fight. You gotta like know what it's like to get punched in the face. Put your headgear on." And he rocked him. So he walks into the fight seeing stars, right?
No, this is before the fight.
This is pre-fight. This is 10 minutes before the fight. He gets rocked. And he said he couldn't see straight from the moment the bell went off. He said, "Do you know what it's like to be in the ring and the only person you can hear is your mother screaming?" And she's like, "Hit him back!" And he's getting pummeled. Yeah, he said it was humiliating. That was the day he decided not to.
It was like it was one and done. That shit was one and done.
One and done. Retired.
Oh man, imagine taking that ass beating.
0-1. Get out of there. Get out of there.
I mean, fuck. Like UFC and boxing, those are some heavy fucking.
Yeah.
Some that's crazy, sports. You know. So that's why I feel like for somebody like Jake Paul, some people might think that he's disrespecting the sport and stuff like that, but to me, it's just like, yeah, I don't know, dog. I mean, he's making money, he's doing his thing, whatever. But damn, dog, I don't know. You
can't knock the hustle.
I mean, we'll fight real fighters then.
Well, if he fights real fighters, he gets his ass whooped, and then all the mystique is gone. So like that's part. He's basically using the Floyd Mayweather strategy without having to fight people. Like people watch Floyd because they wanted to see him get knocked out.
At least Floyd would fight.
Yeah,
and I think Zab Judah dropped him. But anyways, that's another story.
But if you're afraid to fight, then what do? Have people sign NDA so that they don't hurt you and you get to use the same business strategy.
But do you think that hurts the sport?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But people don't care about the sports anymore. Like they're all like everything that's happening nowadays is ruining sports. Like Steph Curry's threes from half court, back court, and all that stuff. Have you been to like a little league basketball game? They're jacking up threes from the half point line.
He really changed the game.
He changed the game, and none of them are making them. It's a bunch of bricks, bro. It's a terrible experience.
It's like only Steph could make those.
Only Steph could do that.
I think he changed the game, and so did Shaq.
Oh yeah, Shaq.
I think they made the 3-second rule, right?
Because of Shaq.
Because of Shaq.
He was in there dominating.
Bro, who stops Shaq, bro?
Nobody,
bro. In his prime? Even now.
You still probably couldn't stop Shaq, yeah.
Bro, so they changed the game up, bro. Are you a Laker fan?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's tough.
And when did I become a Laker fan? During the bubble. I just moved here. Don't look at me like that. I'm gonna be honest. I was a Kobe hater. I was.
I was having so much fun.
I was.
Tell me why. Tell me why, though. I'm gonna hear you out. I'm not gonna act like a Democrat.
Okay. This is why.
Fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna hear you out.
I was a Kobe hater because he was too good. It was, you couldn't deny his excellence.
It's valid.
Dude would just dominate your team. Like I was at the game that one of the last games Jordan played as a Wizard, where the Wizards played the Lakers, and the Wizards actually won that game, which was cool. But Kobe was on him. He was fucking them up. I was like, yeah, fuck this guy. Can he miss, please? Like, that's the only reason I hate him. Then like once he passed and I was like, I didn't really hate him.
I loved him as a player, but I started liking him more once he retired.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he would go on more interviews and his thought process, his mindset.
Exactly.
And some of the things that he would say, like, oh, he's a ball hog. He's like, why am I going to pass this motherfucker the ball?
Exactly.
This motherfucker shows up late.
I saw you in practice.
You ain't putting in work in practice. You partying. You doing all. I'd rather take the shot because I know I have a better chance.
Yeah, exactly. And that makes perfect sense.
That's so fucking mind-blowing right there, bro.
That's why I rock with Kobe, like at post the Lakers, once he got off the Lakers and, he passed and all that stuff. But I really did rock with him. I like LeBron, but I got some issues with LeBron. For starters.
Are they political?
Well, no. When he's holding the book upside down talking about he read it, I'm not entertaining that. Sorry, sir, whatever. Sure you did. But my issue with LeBron is it always feels like you can see him mentally leave a game. You see him just check out. And
Wednesday's game.
Wednesday's game.
Was it Tuesday? Whatever.
He's playing on exhibition mode now. Like, it seems like he's just having fun at this point. But I'm talking about like when he was playing against the Dallas Mavericks in the championship. You just see him just be like, well, we lost. Because like that one series where he showed us how great he could have been was when he came back from being down 3-1 with the Cavaliers and won that championship in 2016. I was like, if he would have been doing that his entire career, 10 rings. Because LeBron could be unstoppable. He chooses not to, and he wants to be a nice guy, like where Kobe and Jordan don't mind being an asshole, and assholes get results.
That's a bar right there.
You know?
That's going to be a hell of a clip.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think you have to have this particular mindset and just this carelessness to succeed at the level of Michael Jordan and Kobe.
Exactly. What's the goal?
You know what I mean? And I don't think he has that.
I don't see it.
You know what I mean?
Well, we saw that when he went to Miami with Jordan would never leave the city of Chicago to go team up with the Pistons because they're kicking his ass. You would have never seen Isaiah and Isaiah Thomas and Jordan on the same team. But LeBron went and teamed up with his competition. I love my dad's a diehard Chicago fan. He's from the South Side of Chicago.
Okay.
And I love telling him that LeBron's the GOAT.
Just to fuck with him.
Yeah, that's a way to get an argument going.
Shit.
Like, then once you cut the grass, I will, but LeBron's the GOAT. I'll see you later,
And I think I've been a Laker fan since I was a kid, right? But I just think having Kobe, and I was never a LeBron fan, and then he came to the Lakers, I just can't. I don't know. I can't accept him as a Laker, dog. Is that weird?
Well,
am I the only one? Like, fucking Kobe loved this city.
Yeah.
Kobe loved Mexicans. Man, Kobe learned Spanish, dog.
Well, see, that's Kobe's dedication to excellence. Like, he knew Italian fluently, too.
He was from language.
He's from Italy. Mm-hmm. You said
He knows like 5 languages.
Yeah.
Or 6 with Spanglish.
But see,
what?
But see, and when I hear that Kobe learned another language, I could actually see it like being a mentality thing where he was like, if I learn Spanish and we're at the Olympics and they're talking in a different language, I can hear what they're going to do and then translate to our players and make sure we win. Like, he's that dedicated to his craft.
When he came to the Lakers, like his second year, he said, I'm going to learn Spanish for you guys. Mm-hmm. And then he did. This motherfucker having full-blown fucking interviews in Spanish. And like good Spanish. I'm like, fuck, this fool knows better Spanish than me. This shit's proper. You know what I mean? Like, Kobe, my guy. Fucking LeBron ain't learning Spanish for us.
Do you count the bubble championship as a real championship?
As a Laker fan, I do.
Okay. Okay. Hey, that's all that matters.
But
I do. It's an asterisk next to it.
Kind of. But if I say that, I'm going to say the same thing about the Dodgers. Because they won the same year.
They did. That was a great year to be in L.A.
Yeah.
That was a great year to be in L.A.
I witnessed. I flew out to watch the Dodgers win.
JT saw a guy blow his hand off holding
I
M80.
know, I seen him.
Yeah.
I seen that. Dog, that's crazy. Now, in a situation like that, this motherfucker did it on.
He did it to himself.
He did it to himself.
Yeah.
Now, the GoFundMe account goes live.
Oh, yeah.
Do you contribute to that stupidity?
Absolutely not. My question is, what was the goal?
We're cool. This is my boy right
here.
Yeah. We think the same.
What was the goal? Because if you didn't blow your own hand off, like, praise be to God that you did, you were going to throw that into a crowd of people and commit an act of terrorism. That was the only other option.
Yeah, that's a great fucking
There is no way I'm giving you any money. If anything, blow his other hand off so that he can't even wipe his ass now. What's wrong with this guy? Yeah.
So then we were going to go to the last parade, and that's exactly what I told him. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I'm too old to be dealing with stupidity like that.
Exactly.
And that's when the other dude blew his hand up.
Yeah.
See?
And I said, I'm too old to be around this type of stupidity, and a motherfucker throws something at me, and I know the way I am.
Yeah.
I'm never trying to. I'm not trying to say I'm a tough guy.
No, at all.
I'm just a regular dude that.
But you, God
would
forbid, you out
stand
there
up.
with your
Yes.
family, and you got to
Let's
do
just say
something. Yeah.
Somebody's there with their little,
Exactly.
with their fucking 5-6-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, dog, I can't do that. And that's why I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I pass.
We went to that was the Lakers one where he blew his hand off, right? We went to the Dodgers one together, right? And that's when the people got hit by the car that was doing the donuts. Yeah. So they're doing donuts in the middle of the street, and a group of people got hit by the car.
I seen a video of these people doing donuts, and they died. So they were doing donuts, and this other car was just speeding.
Yeah.
Boom, dead.
Exactly.
And then GoFundMe accounts will go.
GoFundMe
live,
accounts going crazy.
Go crazy. Like I just don't agree with stupidity like that. Like, why should we pay for your stupidity?
We shouldn't.
You know what I mean?
That makes no sense.
But then you don't contribute. Then you're an asshole.
Dude, I'm already an asshole. It's just like this angry character at work. This isn't even acting for me. This is just cut the camera on and let me tell you a day in the life.
Bro, that's by far one of my favorite skits.
I appreciate it, man.
You know what I mean? And that's why I was like, oh man. You know why? Because I could relate to it.
You know, that was actually my goal. JT and I had a conversation about this. We were like, I was telling him, I've learned that relatability trumps funny.
Yes.
If you're gonna push something out to mark, like, first you got to know who you're talking to, and then you got to say something that they're thinking or that they can relate to, and that's the game right there. Because like now, anytime I post something in that lane, people are commenting, "Oh man, I live for this. You don't understand how much this means to me." Those are potential clients. Those are potential customers to sell tickets.
I think relatability is so fucking like that by itself will get your content going.
Yeah, people
Something
are so
that's
focused
relatable.
on, people are so focused on likes. You should be focused on shares.
Exactly.
Shares is where it's at. You want to get put in the group chat so everybody's like they're showing their mom and off camera, like off the app, that you're getting exposure.
All my viral content has been like relatable content.
People,
Like, oh, fucking, like when I made the thing about the Dodgers, like, man, if you fucking owe your mom money or your uncle, motherfucker, let me not, if you owe me money, let me not see you at Dodger Stadium for the World Series, motherfuckers. That shit went viral.
oh no, they had to let that be known.
Fuck. I was like, I had people stopping me at Dodger Stadium. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you ready?"
Oh, that's good.
I was like, all right, cool.
That's
you owe
cool.
me money?
You-
But yeah, man. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to add? Hit the button. Nah.
Hit the button.
What's it called? Tell them about your podcast so they could go subscribe to it.
Okay.
Where can they find it? All that.
We are on all the socials, but if you're looking for us, we're on YouTube. Hit the button. Just type it in. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. Put clips up every day, 3 to 4 clips a day. Hit the button. Check us out. Check me out, BlakkkSmyth, BlakkkSmyth. I post content that'll get you through the week. If you
Funny
hate your
shit
job,
right there.
I'm your guy. I'll say all the stuff that you want to say so that HR doesn't come and knock on your door.
See, this is important. I see other platforms that don't want to push other people's YouTube. Bro, I hope some of these followers
I
go to your
appreciate it.
YouTube, subscribe, and watch you guys.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
because I'm fucking with it.
Oh yeah,
Y'all talk a lot of shit.
we reckless over there.
Reckless.
We
dog.
say wild shit. We
and
just
I'll
had
be
a-
like, damn, he really said that shit, dog. That shit's crazy. But I fuck with it.
I appreciate it,
My
man.
brother, I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for having me, bro.
I know you busy and shit. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, but you took the time to come to True Hustle Podcast.
I appreciate you,
Appreciate you, man. Boom. We out. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.